Alright, thank you. Oh, hello everyone. I was getting the pizzas for a pizza party I'm holding. Sounds like you guys want another story, I'm guessing, right? Oh well, why not? All aboard! Now, before we get into our stories with Percy, I need to backtrack once again, as there wasn't just Terence on the branch line. Thomas had waited at a red signal, humming to himself, when a red bus pulled up alongside Thomas. Hello! Who are you?
I'm Bertie. Who are you?
I'm Thomas. I run this branch line with Annie and Clarabelle.
Hello there, Birdie.
So you're Thomas. I remember you now.
You do?
Yeah, you got stuck in the snow and were freaking out. You were acting like such a baby. I took your passengers and Terence pulled you out. I've come to help you out on your passengers again.
Actually, Birdie, Thomas wasn't acting like a baby! I'm not a fucking baby! Whoa, Thomas. He didn't say you were. He said you were acting like one. Well, I wasn't acting like one either, you jackass! I was actually having a panic attack! You try being stuck in a fucking snowstorm during the war and see if you don't cry!
Jeez, Thomas, I was only joking around. I meant no harm.
Before Thomas could respond, the signal changed to green, and he puffed away, hissing steam angrily at Birdie. When he got to Terence's field, Terence could see Thomas was indeed cross.
Howdy, Thomas! Looks like you're mad at little bold red ass.
Stupid bus made fun of me.
Bertie?
Yeah! Fucking asshole thought I was stuck in the snow and acting like a baby!
I'm sure he was just messing around. He calls me a slowpoke when he passes by. Take my advice, Thomas. Don't let him get to you. He's just a jokester that doesn't know when to stop.
Thomas calmed down afterward and thanked Terence for the advice. But the next day, Birdie was still teasing Thomas. Mind you, in the show, he wasn't exactly this much of an ass. But he never knew when enough was enough.
Morning, Thomas. I don't suppose you'd be up for a race again, huh? Aw, what's the matter, Thomas? Still mad I said you were acting like a baby?
Birdie, I don't think you should be continuing to taunt Thomas.
Why not? It's not like it's true, right?
No, seriously, Bertie. We're being very serious.
Alright, Birdie, that's enough.
Alright, Angel, I'll stop. Since it's clear Thomas doesn't want to prove me wrong.
That's it, motherfucker! You know what? Fine! I'll race you and beat your arrogant ass! Oh, Gaia, damn it! Angel, are you okay with this? Well, it's not like we have much of a choice now. Angel had called over Cherry Bomb to start the race. Though normally good with explosives, she worked with Angel Dust whenever she had the time.
Alright, hoes, listen up. The race will start here and end at Farquhar, but remember that you both have to stop at the assigned stations to let off passengers. First one there is the winner. Are you ready? Get set.
Birdie immediately took off like the wind, while Thomas had slowly started, trying not to stall on the tracks. Oh man! We're gonna lose! Not quite, Thomas. The level crossing is always left open for us. Oh yeah! There was Bertie, now waiting at the level crossing just as we easily passed by. As we hurried, the tracks and the road separated, so we didn't see Birdie along the way. just as we made it to Dry Ore Station. Beep, beep! Get in quickly, please! Steady, Thomas. There's plenty of time. But Thomas was too excited as he took off quickly, this time with the guard on board. Come along, come along!
We're coming along.
Beep, beep, up here.
How in the hell? I better pick up the pace! Easy, Thomas. We'll beat Birdie yet.
We'll be Birdie yet. We'll be Birdie yet.
We'll do it! We'll do it! I think I can! I think I can! I think I can! I think I can! Huh. Where have I heard that one before? Oh, bother! There's the station! Birdie was up above us, watching as we came into view. Henry was there, too. He had to wait until Thomas got to the station.
Hello, Thomas. You look out of breath.
Bad luck, Thomas. Looks like you're exhausted. Sorry I can't stop. We bust have to get going, you know. Goodbye.
Oh, son of a bitch! We've lost the race!
Race? What race?
Birdie challenged Thomas to a race because he's more cockier than Gordon and James combined.
Is everything okay, James?
I don't know why, Gordon, but remind me to kick the shit out of Thomas when I see him.
Only if I join you.
Thomas? I usually don't say this, but go.
What?
Go! Win this race!
Zelda, you're okay with this, right?
I guess so. But why did you want to go first, Henry?
If Bertie wins this race, we won't hear the end of it from... Valentino.
That weird ugly moth guy that smells like Rouge's perfume?
Hey, it doesn't smell that bad.
Not in a bad way!
Thomas, go!
So we took off as fast as we could. Surprisingly, we heard a familiar horn. There was Birdie waiting at a traffic signal. Ha ha! Fuck you, you egotistical douchebag!
Huh. And they say I'm an ass.
To be fair, you did antagonize him. Eventually, both were neck and neck. But Thomas was already at full speed as he came around the bend. Birdie tried to catch up, but Thomas was too fast as he zoomed into the tunnel. Thomas, look ahead! We won! We won! Oh, we've done it! Hooray! We've done it! Hooray! Everyone cheered for Thomas's victory, and especially gave Birdie a good welcome too. And Angel, well, you don't want to know.
Well done, Thomas. That was fun. But if I wanted to beat you over that hill, I should grow wings to be an airplane. I'm sorry I teased you yesterday. I had no intention to get you crossed.
That's alright, Birdie. All is forgiven. Hey, Ange. You doing okay? You look... terrified. Yeah, just, you know. Valentino. Yeah. Don't worry. I got your back. You guys really don't want to know what I said, but needless to say, it ended their contract. And when Sir Topham Hatt found out about the race, he warned Thomas and Birdie not to race at high speeds. So although, between you and me, they might race again. Probably. Anyway, Now we can continue with our stories with Percy. What's to know about him? Well, he's a saddle tank engine and is very eager to make a first impression. Unfortunately, he has a fear of messing up and a phobia of long words. No, I'm not actually saying the word because I can't even pronounce it. Our story begins at the Tidmouth Harbor, where Thomas and Percy were sorting through the yards to make it suitable for the workmen themselves. More and more cartoon characters were especially coming to Sodor. A few that recently came were Husker, who used to work at a bar, the same place where Angel, Charlie, Vaggie, and Alistair worked. A cat named Honey, who once was a pop star but took a leave of absence from the music department. And Tanjiro, a demon slayer that became in charge of the harbor, as well as his little sister, Nezuko. Thomas and I were chatting with Tanjiro as Percy and Amy pulled up. Then, we all started to hear a strange sound.
What was that?
It looks like a helicopter. Is there an airfield near here, Mr. Tanjiro?
Yes, there is. Just past the bridge. Not a big one, but at least enough for a helicopter. Poor Nezuko is getting startled by the noise.
Yeah, it gets pretty loud here. Later on, Percy got to meet the new helicopter on its way to the quarry. The helicopter was humming a soft tune as his engineer was checking him over.
I'm Harold. Who are you?
I'm Percy. It's nice to meet you. I must say, you do have some impressive arms.
That's the idea. I built them myself.
Actually, Jet, I built them myself.
Oh, god damn it. Not you two.
You know them, Amy?
They're Jet and Wave, two of the Babylon Rogue.
Well, if it isn't Sonic's little stalker, what are you doing here?
Unlike you three, I work on this railway. Speaking of, where's Storm?
Oh, he's coming tomorrow. We've been getting word that Dr. Eggman is hiding on the island somewhere.
Yeah, well, you're 3 years too late. He destroyed the Crosby signal box and removed some of the parts.
I told you, Jet.
Yeah. Well, while they were arguing for about what was probably 5 minutes, Percy and Harold were slowly starting to make conversation.
Do you ever wish that you could fly in the sky?
Not really. I do think flying is cool, but I just prefer to stay on the rails.
Well, that's your choice, and I respect that. I mean, what kind of friend would I be if I was to ridicule you from sticking to your rails?
Exactly what I need to get going. I need to take these trucks to the quarry. We need stone for the support near the buffers close to the shore.
Now, like Birdie, Harold did come off as a bit of a jokester, but he wasn't as bad as Birdie. Percy had made it on his way to the quarry, where Toby was waiting for them.
Afternoon, Percy. How's the harbor coming along?
Pretty good, Toby. So far, we're working on the station and the buffers close to the shore. We also met a helicopter named Harold.
That's great to hear, Percy.
Mijo, is Amy okay? She looks pissed off.
She had a nasty run-in with Jet and Wave. And it was getting nasty.
They said I was Sonic's stalker. I haven't seen that way anymore. Not since he disappeared.
Oh, pay no attention to those comments, Amy. If anything, use them against them.
How does that work?
You know how Charlie and Vaggie are technically considered demons? Well, every time they're called horrendous names, they usually just brush it off and say, "So what?"
True. Even back in East Anglia, there was a local priest who knew we were demons and attempted to, and I quote, "send us back to where we came from."
Oh, jeez. What happened?
Little did he know I'm from Salvadorian, a country in Central America bordered on the northeast by Honduras, the northwest by Guatemala, and on the south by the Pacific Ocean. So, sending me back to where I came from sounds pretty racist out of context.
Especially backfire on him so badly.
Crazy part is, that was all completely true. Amy felt a lot better as she and Percy puffed away with their train of stone back to the harbor. Strange enough, hovering high above them was Harold. He was having a look at the branch line.
Hello again, Percy.
Hello, Harold! What are you doing?
Just observing the line towards the harbor. I'll see you there.
Amy, we can race them.
You really want to?
I'll give you an opportunity to show up Jet and Wave.
Fuck it, let's do this.
So Percy and Amy raced back to the harbor, speeding as fast as they could, even going as far as asking the trucks to give them a hand. They made it to the harbor and stopped by the quayside.
Oh, damn it! I'm sure we've lost now!
Don't count your luck out yet, Percy, because we won!
Wait, what? Seriously? How?
Harold is still hovering. He's still trying to land.
Amy was so excited she was practically screaming at Jet from above. The next week on a Sunday afternoon, Thomas and I were pulling Annie and Clarabelle down to the seaside route to take the Vickers Seaside Special. We stopped at Kidness Halt to meet up with Percy.
Hello, Thomas. You're looking cheerful today.
I'm taking the Vickers Sunday School for a trip down to the beach. Unfortunately, I'm busy a little later today, but Station Master Samus says I can ask you to take them for me.
Of course I will, Thomas. After all, I still owe you from when I needed the trucks from the mines.
Percy was on his way to Elsbridge with a train of stone for the mainland. As he passed Drywar Station, he saw Tails with his weather machine sitting in the field.
Hello, Percy. Can't stay and chat. I'm needed in high alert. Reports say that strong winds are coming soon. Take care of yourself, Percy.
Thanks, Tails!
Meanwhile at Elsbridge, Monica and Edward were waiting for Percy with the stone delivery, listening to the radio.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Sonic knows Hatsune Miku How?
Oh, she's Sonic's cousin.
Whoa, hold on. What? A pop singer like Hatsune Miku is related to Sonic? There's no way. No way. You gotta be pulling my coupling here, everybody.
Hey Sonic, it's Monica. Edward doesn't believe that you're related to Hatsune Miku.
Oh, I am. Hatsune Miku is my second cousin on my dad's side of the family.
Okay, now I've heard everything. But what about your brother? I remember you saying you were a Saiyan when you arrived on Sodor.
Oh yeah, Goku is my stepbrother too.
Wait, my dad is your brother?
What? You mean he remarried? To who?
Usagi Tsukino.
Sailor Moon? Oh crap, the station. I gotta go. We'll talk more later. See ya.
Well, that happened.
Salutations! Good to be back on the air. I am Alistair, the radio demon, here to bring you, my fellow listeners, some very important news. Strong winds are coming in quick from the south side, and heavy rain will be expected later this afternoon. So stay dry and warm, my fellow listeners. That's all from the radio demon for now. Ta-ta!
You know, I used to know Alastair at one point.
Really?
He used to work as a firelighter for us at Tidmouth Sheds. Did it so well, you could hardly tell he was there.
As Edward was telling Monica the story, Percy popped into the station.
Good afternoon, Percy. Be careful on your way back. There's a storm coming.
Don't worry, Edward. I'll be careful. After all, a promise is a promise, no matter what the weather.
Percy explained his promise to Thomas as he puffed towards the water tower to fill up on water. Later on, as the Vicar's Sunday school was finished, Percy had gone to collect Annie and Clarabelle. With them was a brake van, in case anything was to happen and Espio was inside. As Percy coupled up, it started to rain.
Holy crap, it's so cold!
You're right. So let's hurry.
Percy had slowly started on his way to Elsbridge. It was raining fiercely and made it more difficult to see the way. It got so bad, Percy had to wince his eyes close to closing them.
Fucking hell, I can't see a thing!
You can do it, Percy. You can do it.
That's when it happened. As Percy was passing through the countryside, he puffed straight into a large flood as his fire was extinguished.
Holy fuck!
Percy! Language!
But it's so damn cold!
Amy started to think quickly as Espio climbed on top of his brake van roof and walked towards Percy.
Percy, Amy, is everything okay?
Yeah, we're okay, but Percy's fire's out. Annie, Clarabelle, are you two okay?
I'm fine, Amy.
As am I, and all passengers.
That's good. I have an idea. I'll bring the floorboards from the brake van, and you use them as fuel for Percy.
Good thinking, Espio.
So Espio gathered all of the floorboards and helped Amy and Percy's fire. Soon he was making a nice warm fire. Then he saw Harold hovering above them as Jet jumped down with his hoverboard and gave Amy and Espio hot drinks to keep them warm.
Come on, Amy! We've got to make it to the station!
Right you are!
They started puffing slowly as Percy struggled through the water. The water was lapping around Percy's wheels as he started to lose steam again, but he plunged on.
I promised! I promised!
At Elsbridge, Thomas and I were waiting with some red branch line coaches, waiting for Percy. The rain had died down a bit, but it was still wet and cold. It was so cold, I decided to wear pants. Dark Gaia, it's fucking freezing. Maybe I should wear a scarf. Maybe during the winter, probably. Just then, we heard a whistle as we saw Percy puffing into view, tired but triumphant, as he stopped at the station. All of the passengers cheered for Percy, and Thomas especially cheered for Percy as well. Well done, Percy! You've kept your promise, despite everything! Poor Percy was out of breath and out of steam. All he could do was give a smile as Sir Topham Hatt came aboard Harold.
Well done, Percy. Harold told me you're some kind of wizard. He says he could beat you at some things without being a boat or some kind of submarine. I don't know what you two get up to sometimes, but I do know you're a really useful engine.
All Percy could do was smile as he reached steam. The next day at the docks, Percy was meeting up with some old friends of his. An LMS Class 3F Ginty, literally named Ginty, and an LMS Kitston OF named Pug. Originally Pug's real name was Patrick, but after a while he later identified as a girl named Perry, but still preferred Pug. Percy was telling them about his adventures of yesterday's watery ride.
It was raining hard. Water swirled under my boiler. There I was, barely able to see where I was going, but I struggled on to get the passengers to their destination.
My goodness, Percy, that sounds insane.
Oh, Percy, you are indeed very brave.
Well, it wasn't hard, really. Just wanted to keep a promise, and to be a really useful engine. After all, water's nothing to an engine with determination.
Got any of the stories, Percy?
Yes, indeed. Tell us more, Percy.
What the devil are you engines doing here? This jet's with the Fat Controller's engines. Go away!
Oi! No need to bully us, you prat.
Yeah, we're just chatting up with our old friend Percy.
Good riddance, silly things.
Oh, fuck off, you twat! They're not silly.
They are silly, and so are you. Water's nothing to an engine with determination. Are you dying of dementia?
At least I didn't hide like a pansy ass in the tunnel because of water. I like it. Once an engine attached to a train was afraid of a few drops of rain.
No one will ever let me forget I hid in a tunnel because of the rain, will they, Link? Yeah, I figured.
Calm down, Henry. Peter, it's best not to worry about it so much.
Later, Thomas was waiting for his train as Percy puffed alongside. He was looking at a sign near one of the points. Danger! We mustn't pass it. That's orders.
Why not?
Danger means going down something. I went past the danger sign once and I fell down a mine.
You're not wrong about that, Thomas, mate. That key sign's in an awkward place.
Hello, 10 cents. How do you mean?
It's sunk it into the water. Now I've got to be extra careful when guiding ships into the quay.
Percy thought that Thomas and 10 cents were just being silly and wanted to show them off. So later on, he had asked the trucks to bump him lightly so that he'd stop right in front of the board. But if you and I know, you can never trust a group of troublesome trucks, no matter who you are. They started bumping Percy as he slammed on his brakes, sliding past the board. That's when it happened!
Oh, fuck me!
Percy was sunk, and Sir Topham Hatt came to see the damages. He was especially cross with Percy.
You are a very disobedient engine, allowing the trucks to push you over the sunken quay.
Please, sir, get me out, sir!
I'm afraid we can't do that, Percy. The tide is too low, so we must wait until high tide. I hope this will teach you not to disobey orders.
It was late at night, and Thomas and I helped lift Percy onto a flatbed. He stayed especially silent and felt ashamed. The next day, Percy was added to Henry's train to Croven's Gate.
Well, 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 Percy. Did you like the water?
No.
I am surprised. You need more determination, Percy. What was that you said? Water's nothing to an engine with determination? Ah, well, perhaps you will like it better next time.
I think it's safe to say there won't be a next time. There are actually a few more stories involving Percy I can tell, but... Oh! My guests are here for the pizza party! Guess we'll have to continue them next time. So until then, that's a story for another day. My name is Sonic, and thanks for listening.